Now, in the news this week, the government has announced plans to phase out the remaining 92 hereditary peers, those born with a title from the House of Lords, as part of a new constitutional bill to be debated in October. Writing in today's Guardian, journalist Alexander Chancellor says he's therefore surprised to find a section on the government's Ministry of Justice website advising people how to correctly greet nobility and those in the peerage. He says it's bizarre that the government seek to promote deference to the aristocracy in British society. Deference is a thing of the past, so why should anyone care whether it's right or wrong to call a baron a baron? So, do you think he's right, Jane? Do you think deference is out of place?
Oh, gosh, no. No! We like a bit of deference, don't we?
Well, you like a bit of deference.
Yeah, I mean, the great thing about this country is no matter what class you come from, you can work yourself up to the very top. I mean, we've only got to look at Sir Alan Sugar for that. He started off as a working class guy and has made it to the top, and he's been rewarded with a title for that. Sir Cliff Richard. You know, he's worked his way up. We all love, don't we love Sir Cliff Richard? Yeah. So, you know, I think it's... Dame Jane. I can feel it coming on now. But, you know, we've got Sir Paul McCartney. You know, we've got people like that. I think it's lovely, and I think it's a great idea for people to learn how to address people, because it's good manners and it's etiquette.
But why? It's, you know, okay, it's right to reward people for hard work, and, you know, but why do you always have to use that? You know, I hate it when people keep calling Alan Sugar Sir Alan. It does my head in. If he came on the show, I'd call him Al. But why? Why do you? Because it makes you feel superior, or what? And I'll tell you why else it annoys me. And I think this guy's right. You know, especially with this lot that are in power now, they want to get rid of the hereditary principle because they don't like the idea of people just having that class. They want it for themselves. That's why they put all their cronies in the House of Lords. They've all got peerages, they've all got titles now, and they want it for themselves because they envy it, and they haven't got it, so they have to buy it. I
think their argument is kind of along the similar lines to what Jane just said there, that it's good to be rewarded to something that you've worked towards. Why just hand it out on a plate to someone just because of their luck of birth, as it were? I think that's their argument.
Well, because actually, in a sense, there's some kind of integrity in that, I suppose. But now, when you think of all the people that are in the House of Lords, there are a lot of people in there who are in there because they've given money to the Labour Party. It's as simple as that. And
I know my
place.
I know my place. Working class. I was brought up, it's this thing about, my nan always said there's the toffs and there's the servants, and the people in the middle are no better than they should be.
People.
Yeah, well, exactly. No, I agree. And I think, you know, if somebody, for example, if someone has earned themselves like a damehood or a sir or something like that, then I think that is amazing that you can achieve that. I'm always a bit suspicious when people say, you know, like if say you met Sir Paul McCartney and he said, you know, it's actually Sir Paul. Or Sir Alan, or if they... I find that a bit wary that they kind of demand that you have to call them that.
I'm sure they don't. It's just the fact that they have been rewarded that. And it's great to have aspirations.
Alan does insist on being called Sir Alan.
And also, I do, you know, with the royal family... Does he?
Yeah,
really?
Is that
like one word?
Everyone calls him Sir Alan.
Srallan,
yeah. Spelled S-U-I-L-A-N.
I can see, you know, like, because of, you know, where I've come from, it's like they've always... Like, the royals are right up there in my family. And, I mean, like, my mum and nan got a bus right the way across London just to have a peek at the stage door when I was doing a show and all the royals came on the first night. And I'm still ever so slightly fascinated by them, and I know that they're not necessarily better people than us and all the rest of it, but I still, if I see one, if I met one, I'd be like, ugh.
People,
except when I met Willie. Well, they are just people, and I think...
Except the Queen.
The Queen, I think she is, and she does a very, very good job, and she does deserve the ultimate respect for that.
And what about Princess Anne? She does a tremendous job.
Yeah, she does do a good job.
Princess Anne.
Annie.
The funny thing is with the younger ones, like with William, it's like I met him once and I didn't feel like I had to defer to him. And I think that's probably...
Is that because of his age, though?
It's because I'm a lot older than him.
Yeah.
I thought he's just like a kid to me,
I sat next to a royal at a do a couple of years ago. For some reason, I was put at the head table, and I sort of pitched. I'm sure he was thinking, who's that? When I sat down, and he was really rather nice. He was lovely and very polite, and actually we ended up having a bit of a giggle together. And I'm not going to tell you, but he was Jim Royal.
I won't make you call me Dame. You know, when it does finally come, when it arrives.
Dame, your time will come.
You know it.
You could,
actually. Your time has come. Yeah.